what sort of a situation would you like? Let's suppose I do this often in vocational guidance to students. They come to me and say, well, we're getting out of college and we haven't the faintest idea what we want to do. So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Well, it's so amazing. As a result of our kind of educational system, crowds of students say, well, we'd like to be painters, we'd like to be poets, we'd like to be writers, but as everybody knows, you can't earn any money that way. Or another person says, well, I'd like to live an out-of-doors life and ride horses. I say, do you want to teach in a riding school? Let's go through with it. What do you want to do? When we finally got down to something which the individual says he really wants to do, I will say to him, you do that. And forget the money. Because if you say that getting the money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living, that is, to go on doing things you don't like doing, which is stupid. Better to have a short life that is full of what you like doing than a long life spent in a miserable way. And after all, if you do really like what you're doing, it doesn't matter what it is, you can eventually you could eventually become a master of it. The only way to become a master of something is to be really with it. And then you'll be able to get a good fee for whatever it is. So don't worry too much. Somebody's interested in everything. And anything you can be interested in, you'll find others will. But it's absolutely stupid to spend your time doing things you don't like in order to go on spending things you don't like and doing things you don't like, and to teach your children to follow in the same track. See, what we're doing is we're bringing up children, educating them, to live the same sort of lives we're living, in order that they may justify themselves and find satisfaction in life by bringing up their children, to bring up their children to do the same thing. So it's all wretch and no vomit. It never gets there. And so, therefore, it's so important to consider this question, what do I desire?
All right, testing, 1, 2, 3. If you guys can hear me clearly, type Y in the chat box. Those of you just joining us on the conference call line, if you go to liveonedream.info, that is liveonedream.info, you will be able to see what it is that we are speaking about tonight. So welcome. This is our Saturday evening live training call, and we're doing something a little different tonight. We are doing mindset training, but we're incorporating it into our Getting Started training document. And I'm using National Sales Executive Lou Smith's document here. This is the first time I'm doing a training using her slides. So this will be good because I took a look at her slides and how she did it before. And this is absolutely great. The last couple of times that I did mindset training, I focused on really your why. And I like to spend considerable amount of time on that because that is actually the most important thing for you to do and understand. It is a fuel for your vehicle. But every now and then I also have to teach you the how. And that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to go over. And this is strictly for Vitel. So I know we may have guests on that are not in Vitel, but I guarantee you this. If you take this same concept and substitute the word Vitel for whatever company you're a part of, it will still work. This is universal knowledge here. So thank you for taking time out of your Saturday evening to come aboard and participate in our training. You can take notes. I'm also recording this. So this will be recorded since this is the first time I'm doing it like this. So again, my name is Brandon Ivey. I'm a Regional Vice President with Vitel. I've been with this company for over a year, so if you know what my success record is, I was able to walk off my job in my first 3.5 months in business and haven't looked back since. As a matter of fact, I will never, ever, ever, ever go back to a 9-to-5 job. I watched a video the other day and somebody said this that was real important. He said, if you don't have a business building your own dream, I guarantee you somebody will hire you to help them build theirs. So you have to ask yourself this question. Are you spending most of your day building your dream or somebody else's? Because somebody's dream is being built. That's the bottom line. It's inescapable. The question is, whose? Yours or somebody else? So let's talk about getting started. The key to getting ahead is getting started. And that is so true. This is not the lottery. Why do people pay the lottery? They want to go ahead, pay $1, sit back, and hope that numbers land correctly. And you don't really have to do anything. That's not how this works. You actually have to do something. When you go to your job, do you just sit there at your desk and you get paid? No, you have to be productive. If you do that, you're not going to get away with it for long. You have to be productive. And same thing in your business. So now that you're here, let's get started. First thing you must do is position yourself to get paid. Go to your back office, click under commissions, and you will see it says submit W-9. Submit W-9. This is not a pyramid scheme or scam. This is not we're paying you underneath the table. This is not gifting programs. We report all of our money to the IRS. And if you want to get paid, you have to submit your W-9 because you're going to get a 1099 at the end of the year. Click on the training tab and go over your back office setup and tutorials. When I first got started in the business, I clicked on every single tab I could. Why? Because I want to know how it works. What a lot of people do, they get started and then they call their sponsor and ask 1,000,001 questions. See, when I signed up, my sponsor's job was done. Thank you for sharing this great opportunity with me. Now move out of my way. Your job is done. This is now my business and my responsibility. My success is not determined on what my sponsor or my upline does. That is how I view things. And that is also how every single successful person in this industry also view things. They're thankful for their sponsor, but they're not dependent on their sponsor. So that doesn't mean that to be successful, you have to be that way. All I'm saying is every single successful person is. So you choose. Do you want to be that dependent person or do you want to be independent? So click on every single tab. 90% of your questions will be answered if you just look at what you have. Plug into the Power Team marketing system. We have 2 training websites, powerteammarketing.com and ceostraining.info. Now here's the thing. Right now we're having a problem with HostGator, so our site is not up properly. This should be corrected in the next couple of days or we're switching to another server anyway. But I'll put the other one in here, ceostraining.info. ceostraining.info. Thank you, Lou. So let's move on here. Now here's Vitel Wireless corporate information. The website is vitelwireless.com. Your website is your username.vitelwireless.com. Again, it's your username.vitelwireless.com. If you have to email corporate forever, support@vitelwireless.com. If you want, you have an emergency or you need something that needs to be addressed immediately, then you want to go to your back office and underneath account, click on support ticket. Submit a support ticket. It's much more convenient than calling and even emailing. The support ticket goes directly to over like 12 people and it has to be responded to within 40 minutes. So make sure you use the support ticket if you ever want to contact corporate. Here's one thing. I've been in this business for over a year, and I have only contacted corporate one time, and that was by accident. I don't call them. Well, all they need to do is pay me my check. That's it. Everything else I need to know is on the websites, or you just send a support ticket in. We have a Sizzle call number, 559-546-1245. Sizzle call number, and there's a corporate conference line. I don't even have. Oh yeah, the corporate conference call line is every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. There's a brief corporate presentation. 805-399-1200. PIN code is 546046#. Those of you who participated in today's marathon calls, we were on that all day long. The marathon call and that number. Now, what's happening? Weekly corporate sponsored events, like I said. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Tuesday and Thursday is presentation and product training. And every single Wednesday is a rally call with a special guest speaker. You know, the last couple of weeks we had multimillionaire Kenny Rushing. We had National Sales Executive Lou Smith and National Sales Executive Chris McCoy. I'm not sure who's up this week. I don't know if it's Lee Bain, Regional Vice President, or who's up next. But that's corporate Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now, what's happening with us? We are Power Team Marketing. We are the fastest growing team in the company, the largest team in the company. We put in 16 national sales executives and 3 regional vice presidents in our first 6 months in business. We have almost 6,000 people on our team now within 1 year. And that's without the new marketing plan that we just launched this past week, which I'll share at the end. So Power Team Marketing, you're with the right team and the right organization. We have something going on almost every single day. So you've got powerteammarketing.com, schedule of events, ceostraining.info. The also important thing about, and I send this to every single person I enroll in the business, you definitely want to register at ceostraining.info. We send out daily updates on what's going on with the business. We also tell you we have a schedule of events. We also have motivational videos. It's like a Facebook within a team right there. ceostraining.info. We also have a chat box. You can chat with other team members who's on at the same time as you. Our conference call line. Make sure you have this information written down so that you're not constantly sending an email or a text to your sponsor. What's that number again? It never changes. Corporate's number is 805. Power Team Marketing is 712. 712-432-0075. PIN code is 865707. That never changes. Our Power Team Marketing webinar portals. It also doesn't change. liveonedream.info. Only time that's different when National Sales Executive Chris McCoy is doing his training on Tuesdays at Synergy. And that's on the website as well. All that information every day of the week. We have webinars taking place daily, every day at 12 p.m. Eastern and at 10 p.m. Eastern. Every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We also do mindset trainings. We have product trainings. We have women's leadership calls. We have PTM team leadership call. We have something going on for you to plug into. So we've made this system set up so nobody has an excuse of not being informed or not knowing when a presentation is taking place or not having something available to expose your business. Every single day something's going on. It's your job to get yourself plugged in so that you know what's going on. Here's our Power Team Marketing success system. Establish leadership support team. You want to make sure you have down the name and number of your nearest 3 upline leaders. Why 3? Well, if you can't get a hold of one, you can find out who the next one is. You definitely want to know who your nearest upline area sales manager or above is, and who your nearest national sales executive or above is. Know these people. Contact them. Obviously, they've done something to get to that position. You want to let them know that you're a part of the team and they can assist you. It blows my mind sometimes when I talk to people like, well, who's your upline NSC? I don't know. Well, what do you mean you don't know? Did you ask? Did you reach out to them? See, when you start having 2, 3, 4,000 people on your team. You have no idea who joined your team. You start having 30, 40 people a day that joins. So we can't possibly try to reach out to everybody in our downline. But if all they have to do is reach out to us once. You reach out to me once, I've got you locked in my phone. And I work with every single person as if I'm your sponsor. I don't care where you fall in the organization. Lou Smith's on my 8th level and I act like I'm her sponsor. So it doesn't matter where. You're going to get support, but it's up to you to ask. Here's your core commitment. Anything less than this is not going to work. Commit. I will commit to at least 12 months into my Vitel business. 12 months. Why? See, here's one thing that you must understand. Where you are today is a sum result of every decision you've made in your life until this point, including your bank account. Think about it. If you're not happy with where you are, that is a result of the commitment level you have up to this point on whatever it is that you're doing. So if you want more out of life, you have to change the things in your life. If you want the things in your life to change, you have to change the things in your life. So when you join a home-based business, close my door please. When you join a home-based business, you have to be mindful that you have accumulated 30 to 40 years of bad habits that has gotten you to where you are today. So you cannot expect, this is where manage your expectations comes into place. You cannot expect to change 30 years of bad habits within 30 days just because you joined a home-based business. This is something new. It's going to take you time. And you must give yourself some time. You may have great success immediately. You may not. But if you're consistent over a period of time, you will. But if you don't commit to give yourselves at least a year, you might as well go ahead and quit right now. All right? In corporate America, it takes 3 to 5 years just to be in profit. So why do you expect when you start a business, you're going to be able to do better than people who's already seasoned in owning businesses can do? Manage your expectations. Commit to 12 months. Here's how I look at it as a business person. What's the cost per month? If I never earned a penny, at most, $100? So 12 months, that's $1,200 to own my own business. Just the tax write-off alone, I'm getting $2,000 to $3,000 back, which means I'm already in profit. Even though I didn't make a dime in my business, I took a loss, and I put that on my tax return. You have a loss in your business. You're going to get it back just for owning your own business. Am I willing to invest $1,200 in my own business that could possibly earn me 5 figures a month in residual income? Everybody says yes, and most of you are lying to yourselves. It's just the law of numbers. Everybody says yes, but I look at the report and I know you're lying to yourself. So this is where you have to step your game up. Look yourself in the mirror and say, can I commit? New Year's Eve happens and everybody wants to do 2 things: make more money and lose weight in the new year. They can't do nothing about making more money, unfortunately. But they have full control over them losing weight. And they hit it hard for 3 weeks. And before January is even out, you're back to your same old habits again. So if you are serious about changing your life, and you're choosing Vitel as a vehicle, or any vehicle for that matter, you must commit to at least 12 months. Now, what if you're able to make $1,000 a week? Do you think you just made your yearly investment back? Absolutely. If you know our compensation plan and our Freedom Club Challenge, you may not even have any monthly overhead just by enrolling 3 people in the business. Now, next, you want to become your first customer and purchase your first VBN by today, the day you sign up. But you write it down for yourself. You know your expenses. But by signing up in the business, you sign up with the VBN. And just a heads up here, guys. I don't know if I'm allowed to actually say this, but I will say this. We are actually in the works of having a new product that is going to take the place of the Vitel Benefits Network as one of our core products that $7 per month is attached to. So that it's not going to be the VBN anymore. I think I might have said too much on that one. But just giving you a heads up, since I'm doing training on this and I'm recording this, I'm going to end up having to record it again. But talk about being good news, because now you're going to be able to sign up anybody in the world in any country, and they can still earn $7 per customer, even if they're in a different country. I let the cat out the bag with that one. I will get my first 3 Vitel Benefit Network customers. We'll replace that with whatever new product that we're going to launch comes out with VBN. I will lay my foundation to get my 3 platinum or diamond business partners by. This is called setting short-term and long-term goals. By enrolling 3 people in the business, you're going to eliminate one of your bills. You just can't say, okay, I'm going to enroll 3. When are you going to enroll 3? Put that date down, so that's your target goal. You got to have a goal so you know what you're working for. I will obtain $600 customer volume and get promoted to shooting star, which means you're going to get promoted to team leader by when. Put that date on when you want to get promoted. Here's the good news. Just by doing those 2 things, I'm going to make a video just for you. I'm going to make a video just for you. Lou, if you could do me a favor, Jesse's blowing me up on Facebook. Shoot him a message on Facebook and let him know I'm actually doing a training right now. And he knows, he's looking at my Facebook page. But thank you. My short-term monthly residual income goal is, this is 60 to 90 days. What is your goal? Let me tell you what mine was. When I first got started at Vitel, my goal for 90 days, at the end of 90 days, I wanted to be earning $2,000 to $3,000 a month in residual income. That was my goal. Do you know what actually happened after 90 days? I was over $10,000 a month in 90 days. My goal was $3,000. I ended up being over $10,000. But you got to set that goal down. My long-term goal, 12 months, monthly residual income. You know what one of my goals was? I want to be one of the top money earners in the world in network marketing. That was my goal. And it happened, not in 12 months, but it happened in, 4 months, 5 months. Go to businessforhome.org, just type in Vitel and you'll see top money earners in the world. To achieve these goals, I am willing to commit how many hours per week? Now, this is different for each person, okay? Because it's not how many hours you put in, but more about what are you actually doing during those hours. Productive time. So some of you may say, well, I have a busy schedule. I have a family. I have a job. I have 2 jobs. I have 15 kids. I'm taking care of somebody. I'm in school. I'm a teacher. It doesn't matter. You still have at least 2 hours a day. Every single person has at least 2 hours of downtime a day. What do you want to do during that time? When I first joined Vitel, I had no time whatsoever. I got up at 6 in the morning, got home at 6 p.m. I had to spend some time with my family. Since I'm on the West Coast, East Coast people's already 8, 7, 8, 9 o'clock. And what are they doing to build their business? They're calling me up for 3 ways. They're calling me up asking me 1,000,001 questions. And every time one person calls me, you have to think to yourself, there's probably 50 other people just like me who's demanding the time that I got to make myself available for. In between during family time and eating dinner, I wouldn't eat dinner at night till maybe 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. That's when I ate dinner. Then we had to put the training system together, put the websites together. Not only attend a webinar, but put on the webinar, which means we had to prepare for it. We had to create the slides. We had to make the videos. We had to put the system in place. We had to learn everything. Didn't go to my upline. I wouldn't go to sleep till 3 a.m. for like 45 days. From April 1st to mid-May, I would be in bed at 3 a.m. and I would get up at 6. My desire was so strong. I said, I'll sleep later. if I can work to get off my job, losing sleep now for a couple months, so that I can sleep however long I like, and that's exactly what I do. I and my wife's getting on me because I'm a big procrastinator. As hard as I work, I have some faults here. I worked harder when I had a job than I do now. But every day I get up early in the morning, go to the gym, come home, take my kids to school, come back home, do conference calls, and my phone's blowing up, people asking questions, or people are calling me asking about Vitel and how to join. Eat lunch, take a nap, pick kids up from school, 3-way calls, dinner, webinar, and then I go to work again in the evening. 8, 9 o'clock my time. That's 11 midnight for East Coast people, so all of y'all are asleep so I can actually get some work done. That's my schedule every day. I get a good 2-3 hour nap every single day. And I remember being on my job and it was killing me. You know, after lunch, and it's like 1:30, 2 o'clock, and you're not getting off to 5:30 or 6, and your eyes are real heavy. Right? You wish if you could just go out to the car for 30 minutes or so and take a nap. That's how it was. And I remember that. I said, you know, as soon as I get off this job, I'm going to be able to take a nap whenever I want to. That's what I do now. But this is also a trick question for me. How many hours do you put a week? For me, it's when the job gets done. There is no how many set hours. It's when the job gets done. That's me. Maybe different for you. But at least you put down, and whatever number you put down, even if it's 30 minutes, you do those 30 minutes and be productive. Now the business blueprint, here's the model. Write down 3 people you want to be in business with. Who do you want to be in business with? It's the power of 3. Always the power of 3. 3 reps with 3 VBN customers. Let me replace that with just the $7 per customer, 3 of them. 3 levels deep, that's $567 a month in residual income. What if you did that each week in just 3 weeks, your first 3 weeks in business? You brought in 3, they brought in 3, and they brought in 3. You're at $567 a month residual income. Do you realize how powerful that is? Your first 30 days in business, not bonuses, but residual income. Remember the housing market crash 6-7 years ago? You realize that and this is what the federal government said, if the average home that went through foreclosure, if all the foreclosures, 70% of those foreclosures would have stopped if they had an extra $500 a month coming into those households. An extra $500 a month would have stopped 70% of all the foreclosures. And if 70% of the foreclosures didn't happen, do you think the economy would have tanked the way it did? And the domino effect that happened? No. So you have the power of earning an extra $500 a month your first 30 days in business by keeping the main thing, the focus of 3. One trio. 3 getting 3 getting 3. You focus on that alone, you're done. Be a consumer of your own business. What other product or services can you move over to Vitel? Think about that. If you owned your own restaurant and somebody came into your restaurant and they asked you, hey, you're the owner of the restaurant, can you tell me what's good to eat? Right? And you say, I don't know, I eat at Denny's across the street. How long do you think you're going to have a business? Do you think that Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant running up and down the court wearing Reeboks on when they're sponsored by Nike? No. There's a word for people who sell a product they don't even use themselves. It's called being a hypocrite. Be a consumer of your own product. 1, you're going to save yourself some money, and 2, you're going to earn a residual income by paying your own bills. That's a no-brainer right there. What is driving you? I may spend a little bit of time on this page here. But what is driving you? And why is this important? You must identify your why. In fact, I'm going to give you guys a little a little assignment to do tonight before you go to sleep. Before you lay your head down on that pillow, I want you to ask yourself this question. What would I do if money was no longer an issue in my life? Now, before you start thinking I'm going to go and purchase and buy everything in the world, you already did it. You already went on all your vacations. You already bought all your houses, bought all your cars. You paid off all your debt. You even paid off your family members' debt. You have enough money that they can actually leech off of you. You put your cousins and relatives through college. Bought homes for family members. You took all the vacations in the world. And then one Monday morning, a year later, you wake up because you don't have a job to go to, so you woke up at 10:30. And you open the computer, go to your bank account, and you have more money in the bank than before you went on your shopping spree. But you don't have anything else to buy. You can't think of anything else to buy because you already did it. And you're like, now what? What do you do with your day? What do you do with yourself? Think about that. What would you do with the rest of your life? You already bought everything you could possibly think of. See, here's one thing about multimillionaires and billionaires. Someone who is worth $100 million can buy the same things that someone who's worth $1 billion can buy. There's only so many islands in the world. There's only so many helicopters and airplanes. You can buy the same things, but what motivates them is not the money. It's something else. So what is your why? And that's only for you to find out. But once you figure out what your why is, what God put you on this earth to actually do, imagine what it feels like to be in that situation. How does it feel? Act as if you already have it. Play a little game, like, when you win the lottery, you pretend like you won the lottery, how you'd act. How would you act? Trick your brain into believing you already have it right before you go to sleep. Because what's going to happen is your brain doesn't sleep. And it's going to act these things. Your dreams may be even a little bit different when you wake up in the morning. Why did you join Vitel? Or any business for that matter? Why? And the why cannot be, oh God, because I got bills to pay. I got family to take care of. That's a good enough why. It's why you work in a job you don't like. People say, well, it's got to be something that you would cry about. That's not good enough. Why? Because we already cry about things in our lives right now. And has crying actually changed your situation? Crying is just an emotional release. So now that you can go ahead and keep doing what you've been doing, and you're going to cry about it again. It's like that old saying about these kids who walked across this farm. And the farmer's dog laid on the porch, and every time they passed, that dog would be moaning and whining. And they asked, why is this dog moaning so much? And the farmer says, because he's laying on a nail. The kid scratches his head and is like, well, if he's laying on a nail, why doesn't he just get up and move 2 inches to the left? And the farmer says, because it doesn't hurt bad enough. Isn't that what our lives are about? We cry, we moan, we bitch, we complain, we vent, but don't actually do anything to change it. And sometimes when we're presented with a way to change it, we turn that down because we're just too smart and educated and know better for our own good. See, you got to think about that. Crying is not good enough. The only thing that emotions can actually help you is when you identify what you're most passionate about, why you're doing what you're doing, and you're going to capture that emotional feeling of how it feels to actually have it. See, don't get it twisted. When they say crying is a powerful emotion, it is. Emotions is the most powerful thing in the universe. However, if you can capture the emotion of happiness, of how it feels to actually have what you want, and trick yourself into believing you already have it, you'd be amazed at what starts to happen in your life. Your brain will start to vibrate at a certain frequency that's going to attract these things in your life. Now, how would you like to earn an extra $300 to $1,000 a month coming into your household? Could that impact your life? What are your dreams and goals? What will happen if someone tells you no? Will that stop you? When I talk to my broke cousin Pookie down the street and he says no to me, do I just stop what I'm doing? No. You accept somebody else's opinion, you accept their lifestyle. I don't care who says no to me. The list. We're going old school with this list. Normally, I would skip this part, but this is important for someone who's just getting started. Because you just never know. You never know what's going on in somebody's life. So you want to make a list of the top 25 most influential people you know. Why? Because you already know these people. They're the first and easiest people to talk to. In fact, I use these people to practice on. I'm going to tell you right now, your friends and family are not going to make you wealthy. But at least if you give them the opportunity to say no, they can never come back to you later and say, you never told me about that. How selfish of you. You're retired off your job and you know my situation, but you didn't tell me about it. Why didn't you tell me? Because you would have said no. How do you know I would have said no? You don't know what I was going through in my life. You don't want to have that conversation. Trust me. It's happened to me before. And it happened to me with a guy that I knew. I knew without a shadow of a doubt, if I told him about it, he would have said no. But I can't make that decision for him. Those who you think will, won't. Those who you think won't, will. So put everybody down. Everybody. Those are the first people you're going to contact. Pre-sort your way to success as a professional inviter. Just ask a simple question here. Hey, John or Jimmy or Heather, I just found out about this exciting new internet company and you really need to hear about it. Do you have a few minutes? Great, hold on a second, okay? What do you do next? Well, here's a couple of things you can do. 3-way them into the sizzle call. You're not the one doing the talking. Let the system do it for you. Or press play. Send them to the video and let them watch the video. That's easy. If they say, no, I don't want to listen to a sizzle call, okay, bye. Next. Move on. Never attempt to try to convince somebody. The most annoying thing to me is when somebody calls me up or shoots me a message. Hey, Brandon, you got to take a look at this business. No, thank you. Oh, what do you mean, no, thank you? Man, you tear it up. You got to take a look at it. No, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. What do you mean you're not interested? You can make 6 figures a month I know how you do things. Man, I said I cannot possibly join every single new thing that comes out just because I can make money in it. Yes, I can make money in anything that I join. That's not the point. Focus. Don't convince somebody against their... See, here's what happens. A person convinced against their will of the same opinion still. You know what I even do sometimes just to get these people off my back? Send me the link and let me sign up. What, $50? Fine, I'll sign up. I'll shut you up. Doesn't mean I'm going to do anything. But you don't overbear people. Just ask them, hey, are you open to hearing about something? Yeah? Take a look at this. No? I ain't got time to waste on you. I got somebody else to talk to. If they ask, well, what is it? Vitel, have you heard of them? Hold on a sec. Let me throw you into the sizzle call. That's it. Send them to a video. Invite them on a 3-way with your upline. The only work you do is just invite. Invite, 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 invite. Be Don King. Be a promoter. The person who can do the most inviting makes all the money, not the person who can do the most presentations. The person who can do the most inviting. It's a numbers game. It always has been, and it always will be. As easy as 1, 2, 3. After the sizzle call, are you open to getting more information? No? Then sign them up as a customer and say, well, great, that's okay. You got a cell phone bill? Yeah, you like paying it? No. How'd you like to save some money on it? How? If somebody says no to that, they're not saying no to that, they're saying no to you. All right? They take it personal. Or they just don't want to be bothered. They don't want to. It's too much information for them. They just want to stay where they are. Listen, I can save you some money on your phone. You got 30 seconds? I'll show you how. If they say yes, shoot them to the website. VitelWebinar.com. Again, it's not working right now thanks to HostGator, but we will be correcting that very soon. I'll give you a call back in about 20 minutes. See, here's the thing. You don't want to, hey, I'm going to send you this link. Take a look at it and then call me. They're not going to look at it and they're not going to call you. How do I know? Because that's exactly what I do. People send me links and videos all the time. 99% of the time, I never open it. Never open it. Unless somebody says, hey, I'm calling you back in 20 minutes. You got to look at it real quick. Oh, okay. I'll look at it. After they look at that, text your upline leader to see if they are available to do a three-way at a specific time. Do not just call the upline leader with your prospect on the line and expect something to get done. I was at Wingstop the other day. I had just ordered my wings, and I was walking in to pick it up. And it was right before the playoff game, and the phone rings, and I answered it. I answered it. Brandon, what's up, bro? Hey, I got so and so on the line. Tell him about Vitel. Tell him about Vitel. I'm like, hey, wow. I'm kind of picking up dinner right now. Can we do this another time? Nah, this guy, he only's got 10 minutes. Just tell him about it real quick. Well, has he watched the video? No, he hasn't seen nothing. Just tell him about Vitel. And because I wasn't fast enough, even the guy that they put on the phone, well, I guess, your upline's not, you can never get a hold of them. They're not willing to help you. But I just tell you, I'm right in the middle of picking up dinner. Let's do this another time. So just shoot a text and be mindful of that. You want to look professional. Ask a couple of questions before you put them on the line with the upline. Did he get a chance to watch the video? If the answer is no, do not put them on the phone with the upline until they do. They've got to watch the video. And then you ask, what do you like best about it? You don't ask, what do you think? What do you like best about it? You're forcing them to tell you something that they like. And that's what you're going to focus on. Preparation for success. Here's your checklist. Schedule a grand opening session. You need to schedule a grand opening. A grand opening launches your business. If you were to start your own business, your own brick and mortar business, and you go ahead and tell your friends and family about it, right? You might have a big grand opening sign on the side of your building. That grand opening sign is now telling the world that you are open for business. So why, if you would do that there, why wouldn't you do it in your own home-based business? Except a grand opening is a webinar. That's right. You just invite everybody you know to sit in front of their computer. They don't even have to leave their house. I built my business from my living room. I didn't have my first physical meeting until 6 months in the business. We meet now every Thursday out here in California, in Alhambra. But before that, I didn't do any meetings. 99% of my team's not even in California where I live. Webinars. Study and become familiar with the following. Study your back office. Learn your products. Go through your website. Learn the compensation plan. Watch all back office training videos. Aha, then there's something new Lou put there. Order business cards. Why? You need to have some business cards. In fact, I gotta do that. I need to order my new RVP cards. Order yourself your business cards. Now this leads to the last thing. As great as what we put together for Power Team Marketing, we took it a step further. The number one question people ask all the time is, do you have a system in place that can generate leads? I don't have anybody to talk to. See, I've been in this industry for 14 years. And here's one thing that I learned. After you're done talking to friends and family, Facebook friends, neighbors, you don't have anybody else to talk to about your business. And what happens? well, you now have no growth going on in your business. And the people that you brought on board, eventually, they're going to run out of people to talk to. What happens to their business? Nothing. It stagnates. There's no growth. When then the people they brought in, same thing happens. See, here's the beautiful thing about network marketing. Companies are able to bypass having to spend millions of dollars in advertising and use that money to pay reps who can go out there and do advertising for them via word of mouth marketing, networking. But that's good for the company. Not so great for the rep, because after the rep talks to everybody that they know, they don't have anybody else to talk to. And they don't know the second part of network marketing, which is marketing. You must learn marketing skills if you want to be successful. If you ever have to sell something, you have to learn marketing skills no matter what. You have to. I've been in this business for 14 years, so I learned skills over the years on how to build my business. But some of you, close my door please, but some of you don't have those skills, nor are you willing to put in the time necessary to learn. So we had to put something together. Something for the average person. A way to bring corporate advertising into network marketing. Think about that. You're watching TV right now. Some of you are watching TV while I'm doing this training. I know how it is. And a commercial pops up. Some company paid millions of dollars to have that commercial up there. Does that guarantee you're actually going to go buy it? No, but it put their product in front of your face. That's what's important. Drip, drip marketing. But do you have millions of dollars to advertise your Vitel business or any business for that matter? No. Some of you are struggling with just paying the monthly auto ship. I spend thousands of dollars a month in advertising for my business. Thousands of dollars a month for my business. Why? Because the more people that see my business, the more money I make. So we put a system of co-op advertising in place. I actually started a company called Niche Marketing and Advertising. Whenever you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. I'm not into all the affiliate programs that you can sign people up in to make money. Those tools are great. I'm in all those programs, by the way. I just don't promote those programs because I'm in it because I want to learn. I want to learn how to build my business. I want to learn the online marketing tools. But better yet, we put this system in place. Step 1, postcard marketing. We launched last week, and this is all you have to do. Order postcards and mail them out. It's advertising. Here's the thing about advertising. It doesn't matter how you advertise. Whatever gets your product in front of people's eyes works. There is no right way or wrong way. There's just one way and a better way. Whatever gets your product in front of people's eyeballs is a success. So you don't have anybody to talk to. This is what we've done. We're going old school, offline marketing. It has never failed. Was around for 4 decades before the internet came. So online marketing is always evolving. It's always changing. And it's hard to keep up. Even I can't keep up with all the stuff that's taking place. But postcard marketing will never change. This is not massive email marketing where you're sending out an email blast to people who email probably is no longer valid. It's probably a fake email or it goes to their spam. We are actually going to provide you with leads, with the labels, addresses, physical addresses. So the postcard, it doesn't matter who lives in the home, they are getting the postcard. They're looking at it. They may not do anything with it, but they may will. And I'm going to show you some numbers in a moment here. But we can show you how to save money on the things you already use the most on our post. This is what the postcard looks like. This is the front side. It's so simple, I'll show you how. See here, call me today. $35 talk, text, and web. You get a postcard with $35 talk, text, and web. Who's not going to want to get a second look at that? Then we have the back side. We have 3 ways you can join us. Agent package, platinum package, and diamond package. So what's going to be on this card is your name, your telephone number, and your website, and a list, an address of the person we're actually mailing it to. All you have to do is order the card. We are going to mail it out. The cost of the card includes the lead and the postage. See, if you did this by yourself, and if you go to YouTube and type in postcard marketing, you're going to see a lot of videos up by guys and gals who do postcard marketing by themselves. And they invest a lot of money. They are investing thousands of dollars in their own marketing for postcards. Not everybody can do that. So what we've done is we all came together, do it as a team, and by doing it as a team, we've lowered the cost. I'm going to switch to desktop sharing because I thought I added that slide on and I didn't. So let's switch to desktop sharing so I can just show you. Alright, there's a zoom 100% button at the bottom of your screen where you can zoom out, and there's a plus or minus magnifying glass at the top right. So here is the website, Niche Marketing and Advertising. If you want to go straight to the order screen, just go to vitelpostcards.com. But click here to visit the online store. So we click there to visit the online store. See, a quick video will pop up. Here's the front page. This is a temporary website. Our professional one is being created right now. This request information box is just if you have questions about niche marketing, not to order your postcards. A lot of you have came here and you put this in because you want to order your postcards. If you want to order postcards, click on Store at the top or click here. Let's click on Store. So it'll take you to another page. We've got 3 packages here. First package, $39.95. Get you 125 cards. Second package is $69.95. Get you 230 cards. And the big package is 675 cards for $189. If you want to have individual impact, you want to be mailing out about 1,000 postcards a month by yourself. But if you don't have a budget for that yet, then here's where the beauty of having a team comes into place. 50 people on your team. Let's say you have 50 people on your team, and you each order the $39.95 plan, 125 postcards. Let me show you the math on this. 50 times, hold on one second, my 5-year-old left my door open. Okay, here's the plan here. 50 times 230 cards. I'm using the middle pack. 230 cards equals 11,500 postcards. That means advertising of your business that is going out there to the world. Now, we cannot guarantee who actually responds to it or not. It's advertising. There is no guarantee. But there is a law of numbers and percentages. Corporate America averages 3 to 5% of their marketing gets responded to and converts into a sale. I'm going to use something more conservative. How about a 0.5% conversion ratio? 0.5%. That's 57.5. Rounded up, that's 58 sales. 58 sales a month from 50 people on your team. How many people is signing up in your business right now if you have 50 people on your team in a month? Better yet, how many exposures is going out? If you're relying on people talking to friends and family and Facebook friends, and you have 50 people on your team, you're probably doing 300 to 400 exposures a month if you're good. Maybe. 300 to 400 exposures a month is taking place. There's a big difference between 300 exposures and 11,000 exposures. How many sales are you getting a month in your business? The traditional way, right now, with almost 6,000 people on my team, I'm averaging, 150 to 200 a month, and that's low. It should be like 500 to 1,000 a month. But 150 to 200 a month with 6,000 people on the team. But picture this, with 58 sales. Multiply that times 7, because that's what we earn, $7 per person. That's $406 in residual income you just added to your business every single month, and you're not talking to friends or family. All you're doing is ordering postcards that you don't even have to mail out. We're mailing them out for you. What if you had 250 people on your team, a part of the postcard program? Times 230, that's 57,500 postcards. 57,000 a month times 0.5%, that's 287 sales times 7. That's an extra $2,000 a month added to your business. Do you see the power of it? And that's at 0.5% conversion. Income disclosure, there's no guarantee on what you're going to earn. So this is our postcard program. So you want to definitely be a part of it, but you want your team members to be a part of it. You want to have an advertising budget, whatever you can afford. And you want to increase that every single month. The more postcards out you're mailing, the faster your team grows. And there's no guarantee on how fast you start getting phone calls. See, the whole point is that people start to call you instead of you calling them. That's how I build my business. 145 people that I personally enrolled, and only 8 to 10 of them that I actually personally called. Every single person else called me. They were already interested. I didn't have to convince. I didn't even have to talk to them about the business. They were already ready to sign up. And that's what you want to do with your business. Now here's how this works. Once you place an order, within 24 hours or 48 hours with us, this first Tuesday, for all the orders that were placed, you're going to get a phone call by our company, and they're going to interview you basically. They're going to ask you for your website information, your telephone number, all that information. And then they're going to send you an email to confirm that the information is correct. We can't afford to have you have 500 postcards out there with the wrong information on it. So we're going to double and triple check it with you. Okay, that's how it's going to work. We don't even want to just have a form on there where you fill out your own information. Because people are funny. People put down something wrong and they're all messed up. So we're going to call you, get the information, send you an email so you can confirm it, and then we're going to send it out. Then we're going to mail you your receipt with a copy of your postcard that's going to show you what your postcard looks like with your information on it. Okay? Well, I wanted to make this training short within an hour because I recorded this. The next training I do like this, I'm going to double the time, make it longer. But I'm recording this tonight, so I want to make sure I fit it within 1 hour. So that's our training. That's our mindset getting started training. You want to get this video when I post it up in the hands of every single person on your team. When they get started, they have to watch this video. And after all the enhancements that take place, because I'm flying to Tampa next week, we'll do it again and make another one. So thank you guys for joining us. My name is Brandon Ivey, Regional Vice President with Vitel, and also co-owner and Vice President of Niche Marketing and Advertising. Thank you for joining us. God bless and good night. Bye-bye.